Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January. And he could very well walk away with the MVP.
On first down, Madden. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again.
On the move past the 40.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
First carry for Najee Harris.
A nice little juke. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead.
Takes it to about the 37. Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Bucs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
10 more there and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Madden able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. It's brought in by Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This now a much closer game. Can't afford any more mistakes like he had on the last drive. Throwing the interception led to a touchdown. Close ball game, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. Robinson's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
throwing on first down. Madden. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Madden. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Madden. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw. Madden. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
On 1st and 10, Madden. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Madden. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Madden. He's got it. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number is going to go sky high.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Madden. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Tampa Bay offense set to go again, and they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Tampa Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special Halloween night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. Throwing right, and that's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
You look at this Packers defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They spent the week at practice, Sam. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Now a deep blow there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Madden. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Wan'Dale Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first game.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Madden. He's going to go deep for Conley. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the long touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd of this first half, as his guys take over with a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for, they got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. That is incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. This will be caught inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. Madden. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Like 15.
Looking to throw. Madden. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Madden firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Madden. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Madden. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Switch. 15's the Mike. I got 15. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check. 72.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw on second down. Madden. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On the ground, it's Harris. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Madden.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Looking to throw. Madden. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run again with Harris.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. This is Harris. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Buccaneers,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.